Hi everyone, warm welcome back to another one of our video newsletters by popular demand. This week's newsletter, we've got plenty to get through. We have a catch up with, or the finale with our Journey Programme student, Charlie Collins. We're going to be talking about hitting a fade in the draw. So we're going to use the 17th at Wentworth and the 18th at Wentworth. You might have seen that last week when Till Hatton blitzed the field to win that. Bit of competition results and some winter essentials for you, so stay tuned in. So let's start off with a recap of what happened over the weekend at Chigwell. Big event, 45 pairs competing in the Ray Beard Challenge, which is a 4-ball better ball event, mixed event. Brilliant scoring, 45, 44 points, was leading the field quite early on, and then right at the end we had Jasper Carr and Kieran Cunningham come in, 47 points, unbelievable score. Before you ask, before you think about it, Jish and Kieran shared it evenly. They both did the work. I know it wasn't all Kieran because I had a look at the card and I marked it. But well done to Jish as well, and all the time he's been here, he's never been on the ball, on the honours balls at the golf club. He's finally got his name up there, and there was obviously a bit of celebration on Sunday. So well done to everyone involved, especially well done to Jish. So winter golf is finally upon us. Weather's completely turned. Wet conditions, obviously experienced a bit of rain. The course is a little bit boggy in places. Greens are really, really good. Coursework that the guys have been doing out there has been fantastic, and all the reservations are going really, really well. We've been looking in the shop at some of the key items that you might need for the winter golf, for that chill or the wet weather to prepare. So we'll run you through a few quick ones that we've got in store at the minute. First one, hand warmers. Everybody needs hand warmers. £1.50. Keep you nice and warm. Pop them in your pockets or your mitts. Brilliant, fantastic. Crested mitts, no brainer. Stick them in the bag. £17.50 with a crest on them. Fantastic. Gavin Green snood. We've got Titleist. We've got crested. We've got Jane Lindenberg as well. Pop in and see us about those. Acts brilliantly as a face mask as well. For those of you who don't like wearing a face mask, pop that over the top. Fantastic, you're covered. Brilliant, brilliant idea. So pop in and see us about those. Woolly hat, everyone needs a woolly hat. Titleist, Jane Lindenberg, we've got crested as well. Come and see us. And finally, a very popular item that we just had delivered from Gavin Green, a crested insular. So acts as a layering piece, but if it's a bit chilly on the way around, quite nice to just wear on a cold autumn day, cold winter's day. But if you're chilly and it starts raining on the way around, a nice layering piece to put under your waterproof. Still got, with obviously the stretched fabric in it, the mobility to be able to swing still. So I know a lot of people like wearing a lot of layers and a lot of jumpers under their waterproof jacket. You just don't really get the mobility that you need for hitting, say, a driver or a long shot. So great stretched fabric in this to act as a layering piece. So pop in over the weekend and we can run you through all of that. So tip of the week, we're going to run through a couple of different shapes of shot for you. 17 and 18 at Wentworth. One's a dog leg right to left, one is a dog leg left to right. So draw and a fade required. Some of you watching a couple of weeks ago at Wentworth when Till Hatton won the BMW PGA champs, saw him sort of obliterate the field there. 17 and 18 are real scoreable holes there, and players were taking the ball over the corner on 17 and leaving themselves irons in at 18 as well. So really impressive and a big advantage if you can hit those shapes of shot when required. The reason I want to show you those shots, maybe you can put those shots into play and play holes at Chigwell, for instance. If you can hit a little draw at Chigwell, holes like 15 where you can turn the ball over a little bit, might hit the runway on the 15th and run down to the bottom of the hill, and you're left with a 2-club difference, lesser club into the green. So it might be able to give you access to hitting the green even. So big advantage if you can play different shot shapes. Welcome Jasper, obviously part of our team. Big hit, a good driver of the golf ball as well. He's going to talk us through and run through with me how to hit a draw, and we're going to try and get it around the corner on 17. So, Jazza, should we get you in to have a little go? Things you're feeling when you hit a draw?
Same backswing really,
Yeah.
just try and swing a bit to the right,
Okay.
bring the ball back a little bit in my stance,
Okay.
and just clear my left side to get my hands going over a little bit.
So ball back slightly more than normal to hit the ball earlier in the downswing, potentially making the path a little bit more into out. So people watching this might think, right, into out and draw of the golf ball, out to in, cutter of the golf ball. It's about trying to get the face and the path working in a way where to hit a draw, the face is closing to the path. So if you can get that recipe, you're then going to start drawing the golf ball. So yeah, pushing it back a little bit is not a bad call to hit that ball a bit more from the inside. So people out there trying to do that, that might be something they go to. Okay, let's see if we can hit one around the corner. Pretty good. It's trying to turn back onto the line. Very very good. Big hit as well. Wow. Okay, so slightly downhill the hole. I can tell you on the flat that carry was 309. Big hit. You can see the shape of the shot on the screen. Super little draw. Ran through the fairway. It was such a big hit. Still probably left with an iron into the green there. So give that a little try. Work on those little things to see if you can implement those changes to help you maybe hit a draw and pick up a little bit more yardage. Right, we'll move on to 18 and we'll try and hit that little fade around the corner now. So I've been given a much tougher job of hitting the fade around the 18th around the corner at 18. So things I'm thinking of here, obviously I'm going opposites to what we just discussed about hitting the draw here. So I'm pushing the ball a lot further up, I'm expecting height, pushing the ball further up to hit it later in the transition of the downswing, making the path feel like it moves a little bit more left. If I feel the path's moving a little bit more left, if I get the face a little bit open to that path, ball should start and move right into the air. So left to right shape is on the horizon if I manage to deliver that face to path relationship. So ball right up in the stance. Just a little bit left of the line, we've got it round the corner. Not in bad shape. Not the biggest hit, but you're expecting with the fade the ball spins a little bit more. But to try and take it over that corner, you're going to run out of room if you try and take it straight over. So to try and play the fade off the line, you can see there the ball's moved left to right. Pretty good effort, not bad, I'll take that. So try that at the weekend maybe if you're playing the 8, left to right. So give it a little go, try and put it in place, see how you get on. Hope you found the tips from Jasper and I useful and you can get them into your golf over the weekend or get them into your practice sessions. Last piece of the news that I'm going to run you through our finale with Charlie Collins, Journey Programme student. We've obviously been working with Steve as well. Steve's had a little bit of a break from it and he's now come back, so we're working again on his golf, so he's making good progress. Also got a secret project going on in the background which I'm going to bring you in about a month's time and look at the journey we've had with that member. But I took some footage from our playing lesson with Charlie the other day and ran through and we did a bit of a Q&A with him and asked him what he thought of working regularly on his golf did for his game. So check out the next piece of the video and we'll see you all next week. So we're on our final playing lesson with the Journey Programme student Charlie Collins. Unbelievable summer and close to the season. 8 shots off his handicap over the period. Phenomenal. Just playing a few holes now, hitting good shots. You would probably saw the few shots that I videoed. Swinging it well, hitting it solid. And off 12 now?
12, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. So what's, sort of the single thing that you're probably going to take away and go, right, the reason the 8 shots have come off, what are you going to bank and go away with? What have you learned?
Whenever I've had a lesson and learned how to adapt something, being able to go away and practice it has helped a lot.
Yeah.
Because before I would have had a lesson and then not gone to the range for 2-3 months and then just carried on playing.
Yeah.
And then got more frustrated that handicap was going slowly up and the bad shots were probably getting worse.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's a really important lesson for anyone like watching this or listening to someone taking lessons at the minute, that it might not click straight away, but with a bit of perseverance and hard work, and you stick to what someone's telling you, whether your coach or whoever you're working with, generally things start to change and you start to see differences, you start to see new patterns, something, might be a shot shape that you're changing. I think one of the big things with your golf as well, when you're out on the course and the ability to be able to put something right quickly and understand why something's happening, that's huge. I think any golfer, whatever level they are, if something goes wrong on the course, rather than letting something happen and sort of spook you out for a hole and ruin the round or ruin 3 or 4 holes of your card, if you know what's happened and you can put it right there, that's massive. And I think that's one of the things I've seen, certainly when you've been out on the course and playing, that if you do hit a bad shot, you forget about it, you move on and you just stick to what you're trying to achieve and work at, and generally you get it back on track pretty quickly. I think it's really, really good. What's been the main area of the game that's like improved the most? I know your ball striking's come on and your shot shape's changed. You know, you're a bit of a cutter and a fader and a spinner of the ball, as we looked at in the early sessions. Worked hard on GC quad in the studio to try and get those numbers right. What's been the big bit on the course though that you're looking at where you're going, right, well, I've definitely improved on that, hitting it a bit further maybe, or hitting more greens, you know?
Probably my shot before was a high loopy cut, so I'd always kind of over club in anticipation of hitting it short.
Yeah.
Whereas now I feel a bit more confident that I could get to the green even with a semi-bad shot, but because of the shape that it's hit, rather than just going straight up and dropping down short and right of the green. If you pin high and miss either side, then being able to try and chip on and use your handicap shots to get there. So.
Brilliant, fantastic. Yeah, no, I've got totally agree with that. Right, I'm just going to flip the camera around because Charlie's hit another fairway, so we're going to let him hit his shots. Shot. So a bit of fun to finish off with. 10 quick fire questions for Charlie, just to see what he's really like. So, Charlie, dream four ball. If you could put anyone in a four ball with you to play golf, who would you have in your four ball?
After last night, Manuel Lanzini.
Oh, okay, I'm going to turn the camera off now, please.
Tiger Woods, obviously.
Yeah.
And then McIlroy would probably be the other one.
Nice, I like that. It's really good.
Tailor-made game.
Tailor-made fan, aren't you? Yeah. Best golfing moment. Other than being on the Journey programme.
Shooting 6 over around Chigwell last weekend.
Fantastic. Shouldn't say that in public, you'll get a cut. Lowest score over 18 holes or best points total that you've had?
43 points is the best.
Very good, well done. Favourite person to play golf with at Chigwell?
Steve Poulter.
A former Journey programme student. Steve
Poulter. Even when you're playing bad, he makes you feel worse.
Great answer. I could believe that as well. Any golfing superstitions? Anything you do, like do you mark your ball with the same thing every time? Do you do the same routine? Any superstitions?
Mark the ball with the same, make sure I've got my same pitch repair every time. If not, I get antsy, but...
Really? Right, okay, it's interesting, yeah. Okay, go-to drink at the 19th? What's your favourite drink?
San Miguel, has to be. San Chiguel.
Favourite course that you've played other than Chigwell?
Well, definitely not the Nicholas in St Million.
Yeah, you struggled around there, didn't you? Yeah.
Probably the Faldo in Amendeira in Portugal.
Nice, lovely. Biggest influence to you in golf? Like, the person that's made the most impression that you've watched or you've spent time... Might be me.
Is you, yes, you. You or Matt Wolf?
Yeah, Matt Wolf, okay, yeah. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Pretty ugly swing, so to speak. So.
You're not supposed to say that. We've got you down to 12 on this. And I think you can tell a lot about a person from this. What's your go-to dish in a curry house?
A dough piazza.
Why?
I just quite like it.
Okay, very good.
Garlic naan.
There you go. That's getting to know Charlie Collins, the Journey programme student who has smashed it. Well done, Charlie. Done amazing. So I'm sure we'll carry it on in single figures.
Yeah, Mark Lucy, if you're watching, Leslie Wood.
Bold statement. I think you can do it though.